I was too worried about to take as much time as I needed because
Well, that's the
of
juggling we
what
were talking
of
about. Yeah.
the juggling and what they may say that, why am I not there as much, even though they know.
Welcome to the Business of Parenting podcast. Tune in as we discuss the principles of successful parenting as a business professional. Here's your host, Jason Harris.
There are definitely others out there that are listening, watching right now who may be in a similar situation. Is there any advice, being now you've gone through the first year,
Wow.
any advice that you'd, like
Yeah,
to share?
the one thing for me is, and I've both from a parenting perspective and from a partner perspective, is, I do have some, I wish I did things a little differently, even when she was talking to me, she would say, well, I don't have a lot of time. And I'm like, come on, let's figure out a way. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I think people know, and they know how they feel, and they know what their bodies and their mind is telling them when they're really sick. So I think we need to listen and probably pay a bit more attention. I was very optimistic. I was always trying to, to say, okay, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a chance. Let's do this. Let's try this. But I think people know, and sometimes they've just had enough of the pain and the
Yes.
and the discomfort. And so I wish I spent more quality time rather than, being like I at some point let my career, especially at Lexus, and I have no qualms about saying this, where I was too worried about to take as much time as I needed because
Well, that's the juggling we were talking about.
the juggling and what they may say that, why am I not there as much, even though they know, and the part that came that was a bit annoying for me, and I think people will go through this as well, is when I said that I was having to take care of my wife and stuff. In some instances, I know they thought I was actually out doing my other business, which was a mistake on their part. So it's, how do you juggle, keep a job, keep everyone informed, but at the same time prioritize your family? So,
And that is one tough place to do, even more so with not having a partner to do it with.
yeah.
I think of just juggling today. My kids are young, and juggling just life in general, juggling the business, and just juggling their training and development needs. Mine are not as old as yours.
And with your kids, right? They can't drive themselves to go do this and that.
No, they're
right?
very dependent. They're very dependent.
So you have to be there. Whereas with my kids, they all have their own cars. They can get around, and so on. So yeah, the independence level is different, and that's what you kind of have to gauge during, who's going to help out with what and how you're going to structure your days and what do you have. We have to plan. Okay, if someone's not home for an extended period of time, who's going to be home to walk the dog?
Yes.
So it's those little things.
Well, now it's a matter of planning and scheduling and then trying to find little hacks, like you said, of going golfing with one. And driving another, just so you can have a little bit of quality time. It's those little hacks, but the schedule. I think anybody out there juggling, I think no matter what kind of age group your kids are in, and there's always juggling. Seems like parents are always doing that,
Always,
right?
yeah.
Is that scheduling and sticking to a routine is incredibly important to kind of maintain the rhythm of that juggling.
Thanks for tuning in to the Business of Parenting podcast with your host, Jason Harris. Don't want to miss new content? Be sure to check out the full podcast library at strategywithjason.com to stay in the know. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Happy podcasting.